Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Nick Strum, Kevin Asoyan. Andy is currently in California, unable to join us today. Uh, tough one last night. Actually, two nights in a row, really tough losses. I'll hand it off to Kevin for a quick recap of yesterday's parlay.
Man, just back to back close ones. We're so close each these last two, man. Um, we'll start with the Lightning for Andy. That was how we started the day. Um, wasn't looking great in the first period. Second period, they pulled away a little bit. And the third period, they went off. So they won like 7-3. So nice pick there from Andy. The man just continues to stay hot in hockey. It's actually incredible. The consistency he's getting to. I'll hype him up a little bit while he's not here. He's hitting 69% in NHL bets this year, and that's out of 52 bets. Like that's a large sample size. Um, and then we go to we'll go we'll go to you for the Jazz here. I mean, we had plus 4.5, moved it a point from 3.5 to 4.5, almost hit, and I'll let you recap kind of how that game ended real quick.
Well, they're getting blown out in the first quarter, and they were chipping away the entire game. They just could not take the lead. They'd get it within one. They kept it around there, and then within the final 13 seconds, they got the ball back. They got two shots up, didn't get the rebound. Chet Holmgren got the rebound. And with 1.3 seconds, they fucking fouled him down four. And he made one out of two free throws, and we lose. It was a stupid foul that did not need to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's 1.8 seconds, whatever it was. You're down five, the game's over. And not to mention, like the bet was looking dead early. They had a bad first quarter. Thunder went off. They didn't gain a lot, and then they slowly chipped away the rest of the game, the second half, and then they were just right there, lost by a half point. So
Colin Sexton, dog. He is
yeah,
really good.
had a
He
huge
he's really
dunk.
what
He's a
kept him in the
monster.
game.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and then I had the Sixers minus 4.5 against the Grizzlies, who were banged up. Jaren Jackson Jr. was going off for the first half. It was not looking good. The Timberwolves just pulled away. They outscored them by 20 in the fourth quarter, ended up winning by 15 and covering. So, um, electric cover there from the Timberwolves, but it doesn't matter. So, um, no biggie. Still having a good month. We're just all over it. So I'm not mad. We are, um, now for January, still up 9.9 units, up 10.95 with the boost. I'm 13-9. Andy's 11-11. You are 12-10. And the pod 6-16. So here's where we're at that 27%. It's still a good spot. You just got to stay above. What did we say? Is it 25? Is that the number?
25's the number.
Yeah. So we're right there. We're making good picks. Our records are solid. Everyone's above 50% this month, 50 or higher, I should say. So let's have a day today. I like today's picks.
We
Once you
need a
start,
winner because
we need a winner.
if we do two bets tomorrow, two bets Sunday, and today, that's five over the weekend. We need one. We
Well, we
need one.
will. When we're hitting two for threes like this
Yeah,
and we're missing by an empty net goal and then a half a point in basketball, like the picks are good. The confidence stays high. The vibes stay
I
high.
agree. I agree.
Why don't you start with Andy's pick?
Yeah, no shocker. Andy's going back to the ice. Andy is going the Detroit Red Wings plus 1.5 against the Carolina Hurricane. They're 26-18 against the spread this year, and they're actually pretty good on the road. They're 12-9-1 on the road this year. Andy says the Red Wings have been hot lately, and Carolina has been having some suspect goaltending due to injury. So Andy's just going the hot hockey team, who's actually pretty good against the spread. So get them plus 1.5.
Love that plus 1.5.
That might be our first one of the year.
It might be. It's not often we see that. All right. I'll go next. Obviously, sticking with NBA to my own horn. I am 11-3 in NBA this month. Having a great NBA month. All my misses are in other sports. I'm going Sixers minus 4.5 against the Magic in Orlando. Uh, Magic started off the season awesome. They're still covering a lot of spreads, but they're 3-7 in the last 10. They've been struggling a little bit. They don't have Franz Wagner still. They don't have Gary Harris still. They're still a good team, but the Sixers are just electric. Um, the Sixers stay hot, and both teams overall are covering around that like 65, 67% against the spread. So they're pretty similar in that regard, but the Sixers have covered the spread in 12 of the last 15 games as favorites. So every game they're supposed to win and they're winning and covering, I should say. And then they've won 12 or last 13 against the Magic. So it's just one of those where they own the team. I love the Sixers tonight. I think the spread's fairly low for how it is. Sixers are missing some role players, some bench guys, but Embiid just a monster. I can't stop betting on the Sixers right now, and I keep winning.
Keep riding it if you can. 4.5 not a lot of
It's
points,
not a
and
lot of
I
points.
agree. Orlando banged up's not. Orlando banged up's going to be tough to beat the Sixers. So
For sure. Eventually, the Sixers will screw me here, but I'm riding the hot hand, similar to
ride
what
it.
we did with the Jazz. But the
Yeah.
Jazz almost didn't screw us. All right, what's
I,
yours?
I put him in the comments too on one of our videos. I asked, I don't even know who the guy who followed him. I'm like, why did you do it?
Yeah, I don't remember who that was.
I never heard of the guy. I'm gonna stick tonight. I'm going Miami Heat -4.5 versus the Hawks. The Hawks are historically bad against the spread in the first 40 games of the year. They're only covering 25% of the games, and there's no Trae Young tonight. He's out with an illness, so I absolutely love that. As you alluded to, it's hard to say who's even on the Hawks right now. Miami's not great against the spread, but as a home favorite, they cover 53% of the time. Only thing that worries me a little bit is Jaime Jaquez is not out. Oh, he's not playing. Duncan Robinson's not playing. But the Heat just got blown out by the Raptors, like blown out. I see this as a good bounce back spot at home against the banged up Hawks team. So that's what I'm going with.
For the people, Strom, with the line moving since from when we took it this morning, would you say you're comfortable at 5.5, or should they leave it at 4.5 and take that -60-ish, whatever it's at now?
No Trae Young, I would probably take it at -5.5 still.
That's what I'm thinking. Get your juice. Get your juice, people. Don't be scared of one more point. And the Red Wings, I did see moved a little bit, moved a little lower actually. So that means people are taking the favorite there. So um, it's still in the plus 15 to plus 420 range. So it's a good one today. So to recap the picks, I have the Sixers -4.5 at -124. The Red Wings are +1.5 for Andy. That's at -140. And the Heat -4.5 at -146. Again, that was this morning. So lines have been moving a little bit, but all good. It all totals up to plus 421. We got to get one. The boys got to get one on this Friday. Start the weekend off nice.
We need one. We've been so close. I can taste it. I think tonight's the night.
Absolutely. Let's get
Let's
it.
get it.